Hey guys, Steve here, and today we're going to review another Five Nights at Freddy's fan film. This one is called Five Nights at Freddy's The Fan Movie by Sup Beachman 7. Again, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. Now, it's impossible to discuss this movie without talking about the previous two Five Nights at Freddy's short films this guy has made. Five Nights at Freddy's Night Guard and Five Nights at Freddy's 2, The Next Chapter. So, I'm actually going to discuss all three of these FNAF movies. First, Five Nights at Freddy's Night Guard, second, The Next Chapter, and then finally, the full-length movie. Now, I need to let you know, just like my previous review, there will be spoilers ahead, so if you... Night Guard tells the story of Mike Schmidt, who just got a job at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, but the animatronics there move. As he learns the terrifying, brutal, and depressing story, it's up to him to end this madness. That's as best as I could read the description. Now, as you can see, Mike Schmidt films himself a lot, and... Wait a minute. Haven't I seen that before? I have! It's the Jack Pound movie! And sadly, that's the main problem I have with this movie. It copies too much from the Jack Pound movie. Now, I don't want to be too harsh on this movie. I like some of the shots they did. Like the shot you're seeing right now, where he's standing in front of the animatronics. That, I thought, was kind of cool. Just had the eyes closed, and I think it would have been perfect. Also, not to mention the bathroom scene, where he's hiding from, I think, Chica. That was actually a pretty suspenseful scene, and very well done. Other than that, it felt like a clone of the Jack Pound movie, even down to using the same ending. I'm sorry, it's just... I didn't really like this movie. It was just a clone of the Jack Pound movie for me. I'll give it credit, those two shots were kinda neat, but yeah. I'll give it a 5 out of 10. Too similar to the Jack Pound movie, but let's move on to Five Nights at Freddy's 2, The Next Chapter. Jeremy Fitzgerald is an undercover police officer investigating the missing children's report at the new Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Taking the role as Night Guard, he must find a way to defend himself from the vengeful animatronics. This one is way better than the first one, by far. Unlike the first one, it didn't feel that much like a copy. It felt like its own fan film. Other than that, I don't really have much to talk about. It's better than the first one by far. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Alright, let's get on to, quite literally, the big one. In Five Nights at Freddy's The Fan Movie... Yeah, I still gotta get used to that title. Mike Schmidt is tricked and forced to work at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Here, he must not only try to survive the animatronics, but avoid becoming the next victim of a child killer. This is basically a higher budget version of the previous two short films. Now, for their budget, the sets are pretty good. I mean, look at the dining area. It's far superior to the shorts. I mean, in the shorts, 90% of the time they were up against a green screen. Once again, the characters are great. From Mike Schmidt to his friend Michael, to John, and even the security guard at the beginning, whose name is Dave Miller, by the way, are all nicely performed. Alright, now let's talk about the animatronics. And... yeah, the costumes are still pretty silly. However, I actually like these costumes better than the Liam Gartland-Neiman movie, believe it or not. I think it's a personal preference, but I like these animatronics better, even though they do have their goofy moments, like Bonnie's jaw here. What the heck? It really doesn't help that Chica has a really small head. Look at that! Now, you all might be wondering what Foxy looks like. We'll get to him in a minute. But for now, we're heading into spoilers, so if you have not seen the movie yet, stop the video here. Alright, so halfway through the film, Michael and Michael investigate Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Then suddenly, an unknown assassin stabs Michael, and Michael vows to find out the identity of the person who stabbed him. He eventually finds said assassin, who then reveals himself to be Calvin, the manager of the restaurant. Calvin then reveals his motives,
What are you talking about?
Do you not listen? That was quite inhuman. It was horrible.
Shuts off the lights and escapes from Mike's sight. He doesn't last long, though. So, after that pleasant scene, Michael survives for his 5th night, and a game of tag between Mike and the animatronics ensues. Mike even nearly gets stuffed in a suit in the process. Mike then goes around and fights all the animatronics one by one, which in my opinion won't be topping the Liam Gartland-Neiman movie. He then gets the costume off and encounters... Everyone, give it up for... Foxy! Also known as the most embarrassing effect in this entire movie. What the heck am I watching? Oh man. So, after that, Mike Schmidt fights Freddy, helps charge his battery, and helps clean his neck by taking his whole head off. Mike then comes home safely and hangs up his hat. But, as all good horror movies end, it may not be entirely over. Alright, let's go back to this amazingness. As I said, Foxy is the most pathetic effect in the movie. And, I mean, look at this shot. That struggle doesn't even look convincing. Foxy in this movie can be summed up in one simple word.
Lame!
Thank you, Nostalgia Critic. But, anyway, how does the movie hold up on its own? Well... it's pretty good. It has likable characters, cheesy but fun effects, and an intriguing story that'll keep you hooked till the very end. In my opinion, you should definitely check it out. Even though it's not my favorite Five Nights at Freddy's fan film, that being the Liam Gartland-Neiman movie, it's a close second. 8 out of 10. Definitely worth 100 minutes of your time. Alright, I better get going. If you want to watch the movie, it's in the description below. So, if you want to see more content from me, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.